Hi there, thanks for joining me again, and thanks for clicking on the old thumbnail. Scott from Wessex Blades with a little bit of a chat about YouTube creators and what it takes for just to get a little bit of feedback on whether or not the video's going anywhere. I had something that happened over the last 2 days that hasn't happened in a very long time, and that was I did a video, a little short one, and it was to do with just sharing this trait sheath, and someone obviously picked up on the video and then watched a few other of my videos, but he left a comment every single time. So we love to fish, thank you so much for that. It is huge if somebody leaves a comment. It's a long time that I've been on YouTube, over 10 years now, and there is a huge difference in viewer interaction than there when it started out than there is now. A lot of it, obviously I've mentioned it before, there'll be far more computer based viewing than there is now with the phone, and unfortunately with the swipe left scrolling society, it's binge watching and moving on to the next, moving on to the next. The problem, or let's say the snag with it all, is if that first 48 hours the videos go out, they're not going to your sub count. I've mentioned it before. They're sent out to a sample of your sub count and to new interacting, possibly interested viewers, okay, of a new viewing area. But unless there's that impetus or momentum of the first 2 days, there's a lot of energies lost in the video. Now, we love to fish leaving a comment on every video that he'd seen is a huge step away from what it is today compared to what it used to be. Comments are massive. It's not just we're tickling Mr. Algorithm, is also feedback from me, whether the video was interesting. There's a lot of effort goes into making videos, and to get a comment of which then I can respond then fires off the algorithm in funny different ways as well. Not only is it thinks that someone has enjoyed the video and watched to the end, all these metrics can get chucked into the mix. But to have comments is massive. There are people that generally always leave comments. Father John Brown, Alan Reader, Dusty Pilgrim, John DV, EDC Channel, Stephen Zabo, Rob Any Big Jobs, Essex Plodder, Jim T, James Mears, Ice Dubs, remember him? Stephen Zabo, John DV, Brian Sheenan. Okay, constantly leaving a comment. Oh, it also says to me, oh, they've received possibly a notification on, which again, subscriber count counts a lot less now than it ever did before. There are many channels out there, let's say 50, 100,000 subscribers, and they're getting 20,000 views. Well, however successful and however huge that channel is, they're still not getting the video projected onto the people who've already made a commitment and subscribed to it. YouTube doesn't do that anymore. To have a comment is a really big, it's a bonus because you're able to interact once again. Now, don't forget, I always looked at YouTube. Yes, there's an opportunity for a creator to express him, herself as someone who's outdoors, someone who's an artist, someone who's a music creator, someone who's a sculptor, a surfer. Their character and their skills or their love of something can be put on film digitally and shared on the internet. To them, that's you, them. It's YouTube. But there's also the thing that is the feedback of a viewer. Someone who may never make a video. The YouTube for you as a viewer is the more you interact, there's more chance that YouTube's going to feed you what you've interacted to. Does that make sense? Because you may not get that bulletin, that notification of someone that you thought was great, but you couldn't spend 10 seconds to leave a, oh, really enjoyed that, thanks for sharing. YouTube also is now, it's more tailored to you as a viewer than it is to anybody as a creator, and you can help this grow by you leaving a comment or you sharing it on Facebook or any other platform. Your interactions now is how YouTube is really sort of running, because they're trying to feed people to watch more videos. Viewer based, viewer interaction based, viewer enjoyment based, viewer value based. That's how it works. And for however long it takes you to leave a comment, you're all faster at it than I am. I stick to keyboards, mate. I don't generally type. How long does it take with predictive text to leave a comment? That was ace, or can't wait for you to get out again on the waves if you're a surfer, or really enjoyed that. It takes seconds. But what it does to the algorithm in the first 48 hours is massive, because it looks like there's an interaction and there's some feedback, and viewers that watched it are getting something out of it. But if it's something you liked and you haven't put in a few seconds for doing a comment or a like, then you might miss out on that creator's next installment, is part B. So if someone like is it Paul Messner, if he's setting up his pack, he's planned his pack, he's worked out what he's taken, he's worked out his menu, decided which stove he's going to take, decided what the weather's going to be like, you know, to know what boots he's going to be taking, or whether or not he needs leggings or a really decent Mac. He might choose a different camera, trekking poles or not, how he's going to do it. He's taking his camera, he's taking his stick, he's got his microphones all set up, he's driven to where he's going to park his car, or he's walked there, or he's got a lift and drone, he's walked all up the hill, he's spent out, shared his thoughts, come all the way back, edit it up, leave him a comment. Makes, you know, for all the effort he's put into it. If Sandy is doing, let's say he did a taper tang tutorial, he's figured about sharing a secret that he's, you know, with frustration may have took him a month to nail down. He's now sharing it. Yeah, the hour or so faffing about with a tripod, starting all his work, filming it, maybe, no, I'm not happy with that take, doing it again, coming back inside, editing all up, doing the titles, shooting a decent thumbnail, clearing the worktop off so you get a nice little view on the taper tanks, putting the titles up, editing up, sharing it on, leave the guy a comment. You know, if Rich Torn's going out and he's doing his swag bag thing, he's justifying what pack he's taken, he's sharing what he's doing a shout out to the prepper knife guy, the neck knife, he's sharing that, he's giving all his thoughts on it, his experience, coming back, editing all that, whatever, leave the guy a comment. Guess what will happen? You're more likely then to get the notification the next time on something that you've interacted and you've put some effort in on your tube. Your homepage will be tuned to you. Okay, there's every chance now, We Love to Fish, he might get the next video and see me talking about him. That'd be cool, wouldn't it? But there's also the opportunity for me to interact, leave a response, fires off the algorithm again. Alright, so that's one thing. If you can leave comments on something, it does make a huge difference. Now, for me to do videos, I've been changing the way that I'm not only shooting them, but editing them as well, considering the thumbnails, considering the descriptions, considering the tag. It's a huge, okay, it's a rabbit hole. It really is a rabbit hole, and the deeper and dive you take on it, the deeper dive you got to get into it. It's massive. All the time appreciating it. In 3 months it'll change and something different will come up. We've had YouTube shorts and it's little 10 second things, but got to be shot vertically. That fish one I did was a YouTube short. I just did it threw it out there just for the sake of it. It's made a bit of a difference, okay? The thing that I've noticed over the last sort of week or so, I got my top 20 videos. 2 videos recently are still in my top 20. And that feedback for me, I can see where something I've done has made a difference. So my editing is slightly better, my thumbnail's slightly better, people are interacting, I'm able to respond. I think I know I'm going to be doing something very similar to that in the future, because that seemed to work, and I can see that the performance is above average. That's massive. But it's like, if people weren't commenting in the first 48 hours, weren't interacting in the first 48 hours, weren't putting in just a few seconds of leaving a comment or like, appreciate, if you haven't actually created a video on YouTube, that 3 minutes could be 3 hours of faffing about, setting up, retakes. That's cool, isn't it? I just hit the 10-minute limit on the filming, and all I've got on notes is that much. There's that much goes on behind the scenes. Is unbelievable. Okay, I'm not big on having cheat sheets or dummy cards about. I don't need it, because you know, I'm trying to get the facts out. The videos that when they start performing well, it's not that they get more momentum because more people are watching them. The first couple of days it goes out, YouTube's just giving it to a few and that's it. Then it sits back and waits. It hangbacks and waits, okay, to gather all the intel in. Okay, it's all a bit okay, how many people clicked on it when they saw it on your homepage, how many people searched for it, how many people thumbed up it, how many people left a comment on it, how long did they watch, did they skip over the intro, you know, your watch time, your interactions. And it allows the creator to tune what they're making and come out with something new, come out with something better, experiment with something new that may not work, but at least they know because they're getting feedback. And that's what it's all about. The YouTube works both ways. It works as a creator trying to express themselves, and it works as a viewer tuning the YouTube algorithm so you get more of what you enjoy. So I'd like to say huge thanks to We Love to Fish. There's every chance that now he's left so many comments that he'll see the video and see, oh, I'm on his video, because he's left a comment. There used to be a lot more of it in the years gone by. 10 years ago I look back on some of my videos and there's 80 comments. A lot of videos now, people breeze in, breeze out, didn't even know they were there. And if that's the case, I don't know whether or not, or how well they've interacted, other than watching a bit of watch time. That's all I can really tell. Possibly if I go and do a premiere, I may get a few comments on the live chat, but it needs to be tuned to you to watch it, to give the creator the feedback on whether or not what they're making is actually gaining any following. So that's basically what I was about to share on it. I had a great interaction over the last sort of hour, I suppose. Not giving, you get a few suggestions like default answers like hey, thumbs up, but no, I'm writing an answer. Someone's left a comment, they deserve a default click and drag comment. I got, to interact. If someone leaves a comment and passing on information, there's always, is it Mike Boone? Yeah, Mike Boone, when he leaves a comment, he doesn't just leave a comment, he leaves his own experience as well on something maybe slightly disconnected from it, but there's a little bit of feedback there as well, and that makes a massive difference. So just consider the next time you watch a video, not necessarily got to be mine, but for all the time that someone's put into it, okay, give them a few seconds, leave them a comment, make all the world to it, and then, there's every chance that because you enjoyed it, you'll get a far better homepage when you click on, more stuff to enjoy, and it's all the better for you. That video I did with the ratio ratio folder. That was actually quite a simple video, where all I was doing was stropping a blade. But, you know, to get the pulse of the music, to choose the right track, or not necessarily the wrong track, and then you still got to edit it. You still got to put some music on it, you still got to cut and splice it, you still got to put titles on it, you still got to put your end cards on it. There's a lot of work goes into it, and if anybody leaves a comment or a thumbs up, that video now is in my top 20. You know, that's cool, because that gives a decent baseline of videos that are getting views still weeks later, and a higher performing video. So it's great for the channel, and it's great for you to watch, because I'll know that something like that, I've had feedback saying that people appreciated it, liked it, left a comment. That all helps. Yeah. Anyway, huge thanks to Patreons for all your help. The microphone should be super duper, and thanks to We Love to Fish. Awesome interactions. Scott Wessex Blades out.